What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Iron Maiden. We're going to go back to the 1992 album Fear of the Dark, and we're going to listen to the track Wasting Love. This is a track, again, with Iron Maiden, I'm a bit cautious about lyrical interpretations. I mean, I always say for every group that my interpretations are just speculative. They're just my own thoughts about the words as I've heard them over the years, though, again, with Iron Maiden over the years is a much smaller timeline. It was like, 2016, 2017 when I really started paying attention to their music and going on the deep dive long before I was doing reaction videos. Nevertheless, what I've come to think about this track is that it's speaking to the loneliness and emptiness that can come from, let's say, physical interactions, sex with people, but not sex that's built upon love, or at least the possibility of genuine love and romance, which is to say, it speaks to these, I don't forget if it's meaningless caresses and also the shadows of the night, or again, both of those phrases I think are slightly off from the one that's actually in the song, but it essentially is saying that you might have these physical interactions, you might make love to someone, but if you don't have any possibility of, or if you're not even approaching those interactions with any sentiment of genuine emotional feeling, then the experiences themselves, even if in the moment, cathartic, will ultimately be empty. They will leave you feeling, unfulfilled. They will leave you feeling as if the experience was cheap or less than what it might have been. So that's the way I've always taken this song in the last several years since I became familiar with their work and this album specifically. And yeah, the music, it's dramatic. It's not as fast as some of their other tunes, even on this album, which, I wouldn't say is their fastest album, although Be Quick or Be Dead actually does start with a lot of pace to it. So, yeah, but it's not as fast as that track, for example. And yeah, it has a heavy kind of dramatic sound. So, I really enjoy the tune. If you have a different take on the lyrics, please don't hesitate to comment. But yeah, that's the way I've always taken it since I heard the album. So once again, shout out to the band on the back. I do enjoy their late 80s, early 90s look. Lots of denim involved, of course. And then the inner picture is also great as well, along with the disc. I forget what year this reissue came out. Is it 2015? I think the print is crazy small. Yeah, it's 2015. So this is a reissue from right around the time when I was, discovering their music in a more legitimate sense, rather than just being aware of like one or two hits that I knew. Which again, the first song I ever heard from them was Hallowed Be Thy Name, which was an skate video I saw in the late 90s. But again, it wasn't until like 15, 16, 17 years after that I really paid more attention. So enough about that, let's get to it. This is Iron Maiden, the tune is Wasting Love, and it's from the 1992 album Fear of the Dark. Desperate Perez. Shadows of Night. Those were the two I was unsure of, but general idea, I think, well crafted.
Dream on, brothers, while you can. Dream on, sisters, I hope you find the one.
I love the variety of this band. Like, I bet you people who don't know their music would be surprised to learn this. You know, they have songs like this. Love when he pushes that. It's like, you may say, you know, you like these hot nights and you don't care that it's just passing experiences, but I can see your hunger for something more in your eyes. They're speaking volumes. Rolling shadows of night. Epic yet mournful guitar. Every song of this too, no matter how fast or what the style, it's a journey with multiple stages. I listen to a lot of great guitar solos from a lot of great bands, but the guitar solo sections of Maiden tracks, forget about it. And at this point, right, it's Murray and Yannick Gers. It's not, Smith still is not back, or he's only recently gone, right? Brilliant. Just the colossus culmination of everything. Colossal. Amazing. Again, I don't think it's a tune that people will necessarily highlight so much in their larger catalog. You know, maybe even on this album, I think there are tunes that are more popular, more highly regarded. Again, Fear of the Dark itself, I think, is just a brilliant tune. And many people will know there's, you know, some great live versions, including one in South America, the Rock in Rio. But yeah, ultimately, I really do enjoy this tune, and I think it's a testament to the fact that, you know, even the lesser tracks or the filler tracks on their albums are brilliant. And indeed, when I use that word, I feel like I use it in a different way. Like in the techno world, which is a big part of my music life, some people will say filler to mean a track that's very generic and uninteresting. For me, a filler as a DJ is often a track that maintains the energy and atmosphere of the larger set I'm mixing, but maybe doesn't draw attention to itself as much, maybe doesn't have a huge breakdown with a big sample and a huge build-up and so on, or a train whistle for that matter. but a track that still is quality, still maintains the energy and atmosphere. So in that respect, I would say Iron Maiden's albums are like that. Even the tunes which maybe don't get as much attention, and maybe, you know, on a critical analysis are slightly below some of the other tracks, they're still quality, they're still fantastic. So yeah, big ups to them. Do let me know what you think of this one. Also, I do gotta say, not only is all their album art great, this is one of my favorites. I really do enjoy, you know, Eddie as this like tree demon or something. It's really fantastic. So let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Peace.